So, hello everyone, and a warm welcome to all of you on our YouTube platform that is there to cater the needs of RBI Grade B, Grade A examination aspirants. Now, in today's live session, we will be having a discussion. We will be having a discussion of the new GST slabs that recently the GST Council has approved in its one of its meetings. So, we will see that what is GST and who is the responsible authority that can alter the different slabs of GST. What is that authority that can alter the different slabs of GST, and then what is going to be its impact, what is the sin good and all these kind of stuffs, whatever is necessary and what is important from this point of view. This is we will be doing in our today's live session. Now, coming back to the main topic. Now, see, GST is important. First of all, okay, taxes and indirect taxes has a weightage in RBI Grade B syllabus in every regulatory body examination. If you see the sixth of I think 6th September phase one is there for PFRE Grade A. Over there as well, GST an important topic. Okay, if you see the IFSCA, if you see the RBI or any regulatory body examination, the GST or the direct taxes or indirect taxes are one of the important topics, है ना? बहुत important topic है, and that is the reason we will be having today's session. This is extremely important because GST is something that is always be in a news. It is always going to be in a news. If you see in the April 2025, the GST collection was all time high. That was the reason it was in news. ठीक है? For every month, uh, the Central Board of Indirect Taxes releases data of the GST collection for the previous month. That is also important. Many examination conducting body ask the previous month's collections. Okay? So this is the main thing. And now GST was in news because earlier we used to have 5 slabs. Now they have reduced it to 2 to 3 slabs. We will see that what this whole scenario is all about. We will see that, and you might also have heard that there is a you can say there is a news that the now the specific bikes after a specific cc or the capacity, now the all these kind of bikes, the GST is going to be on a higher side. So because of these reasons as well, it was in news. So whenever anything be in news that is going to impact our economy, or you can say or our financial system comprehensively, we should be covering all those things in our live session. And that's why in today's live session we will be having a discussion on the major GST reforms that has been that has taken place in the recent GST Council meeting. We will see everything. What is GST? What is GST Council? What was the earlier mechanism? And now what is going to be the new mechanism for levying GST? Okay? So just wait for a minute. Let me present my screen to you people, and then we will go ahead. Okay, sorry. Now, I hope the screen must be visible to you people now. Central unveils a major GST overhaul, two-slab structure announced. So first of all, GST reforms has been taken place. Now, two-slab structure has been announced. These are the two things that is important. Now see, recently 56th GST Council meeting happened in the month of September 2025. Okay? Okay? 56th GST Council meeting happened in September 2025. That GST Council in its 56th meeting approved a two-rate structure. They approved a two-rate structure along with special category rates. Okay? Now these two are the new slabs, you can say. Two-rate structure as well as a special category rates. Now the revised framework will come into effect from 22nd of September 2025. So within this month only, the revised framework will be effective. So now, over here, you must be knowing what are the important things that you should be knowing. What is GST? When it got originated? Okay. Now, you saw that GST Council has the authority to alter any, you can say, rules and regulations of GST. So, what is GST Council? Who is this authority that can alter any rules and regulations that is there in the GST. And then you must be knowing what are the different structures that were there earlier and what are the different new structures. Okay, so everything you should be knowing. These are the everything you should be knowing. Now, overview. So GST is a comprehensive multi-stage. Okay, it is a multi-stage. You know this thing. It avoids the cascading effect of taxes that earlier used to be. Okay, so a comprehensive multi-stage destination-based indirect taxes on goods and services. So it is a destination-based indirect taxes that eliminated the cascading effect of the earlier taxation system, and we levy this tax, that is goods and services tax, on the on the goods and services. From the name itself, it is quite clear. Now, it got launched on 1st of July 2017 under the 101st Constitutional Amendment Act 2016. Okay? Objective was to promote one nation, one tax. You might have heard one nation, one ration card, one nation, one election, one nation, one tax. So these are the kinds of regime, these are the kinds of ideology our government is trying to push. Okay? And that's why it is also important. I have added this, you can say this statement, one nation, one tax, intentionally, because you can utilize this thing. Now, what GST is in news, it has always been a news. Now it is in news because there is a major reforms. Okay? So there is a high chances that the questions might be formed in phase 1 or phase 2 or even in descriptive. So I have just added this slogan of one nation, one tax so that you can utilize it in your answer writing. It will improve the quality of your answer. Okay? Now it promote one nation, one tax by reducing cascading of taxes, simplifying compliances, and widening the tax base. Okay? And in a meantime, since it got implemented in the year 2017, we have seen that GST has been proven itself. They have already reduced the cascading effect of taxes a lot. Not a lot, everything they have reduced. Okay? There is now there is no cascading kind of thing in context of indirect taxes. Then they have simplified the compliances. We know that there is only 5 GST structures. Okay? And any one of the goods, either they might get exemption from GST, or if they will become under the ambit of GST, then only 5 structures are there at this point of time, and they have already widened the tax base anonymously. Okay? Now, earlier structures were 5 main tax slabs was there. Do remember it. Earlier there were only 5 main tax slabs: 0%, 5%, 12%, 18%, and 20%, plus cess on luxury and sin goods. Okay? Luxury and sin goods. Sin means those goods that are harmful in nature. Okay? If I'll call it in Hindi, sin is something that is related to pap. And so luxury and sin goods. So sin goods are those goods, if you see, it contains the tobacco and all. So these are the kind of sin goods. And then luxury goods. So cess is there for luxury and sin goods, but majorly only 5 structures were there: 0%, 5%, 12%, 18%, and 28%. Now, exemptions: essential goods and services were exempted from the ambit of GST. These, you can say, exemptions were food grains, medicines, and education. Now, certain items like petroleum, alcohol, electricity remains outside the ambit of GST. There is no GST on alcohol, there is no GST on petroleum and electricity. Okay? Now, moving ahead, let's see what is GST Council, because we saw that GST Council has reformed, GST Council has altered this the earlier tax slabs. Okay? So who is this authority, who is this council that has so much, you can say, authority, that that council can alter the slabs completely. Okay? So constitutional basis, so established under the article 279A via the 101st Constitutional Amendment Act 2016. So GST Council came in existence via this article and via this Constitutional Amendment Act. Composition: so there is a chairman chaired by the Union Finance Minister. Okay? So there is a Defense Acquisition Council. You guys must have heard about Defense Acquisition Council. So over there as well, chairman is the Defense Minister. So whenever this kind of councils come in existence, okay, because they have so much of power with them, 99% of the times it got chaired by the respective Union Cabinet Minister only. So in this case, it is going to be chaired by Union Finance Minister. It includes Minister of States as well, of Finance, All state UT finance taxation minister as members. Okay, so obviously the membership of states is also required. So whatever the taxation ministers or the finance ministers of respective states are there, they will also be participating in this GST councils. Now, voting structure: center one-third vote, states two-third vote. Decisions require a 75% weighted majority. Meetings conveyed quarterly in every 4 months, sorry, in every 3 months. More than 55 meetings held so far, and this was the 56th meeting. Role: it decides on GST rates, exemptions, compliance framework, and dispute resolution. It functions as a key institution of physical federalism in India. Now, this is it, the static component. What was GST? What was the GST Council? Now let's move forward and see what is the new changes that the 56th meeting of GST Council has brought in the month of September 2025. It is a recent news, extremely important for you people. You must be knowing each and everything about the new GST rate structures. Okay? Simplification. Now, GST slabs reduced to two main rates. Do remember it? One special rate. So in total, it is three. Two main rates, two main rates, and one special rate. Okay. Now main slabs are two main slabs. Let's talk about two main slabs. 5% essential and daily use items. 5% is going to be there on essential and daily use items. Okay. 18% is going to be there on standard rate for most goods and services. Okay. On standard on most goods and services, standard rate is going to be applicable. आई बात समझ में? Now let's talk about this one special rate. So special 40% of rate is going to be there on sin goods and super luxury items. What are these sin goods? Let's see. Tobacco, pan masala, aerated drinks, it means the cold drinks, large cars, yachts, and private aircraft. Okay, so these are the super luxury items. First of all, the large cars, then yachts, and private aircrafts. These are the super luxury items. And sin goods includes tobacco, pan masala. These are the sin goods. Okay, so there is the new rate structure is two main rates are there: 5% and 18%. 5% is there for essential and daily use items, and 18% is there for most of the standards goods and services. Special 40% rate is there for sin goods and super luxury items. Rate deductions: so daily use items, soap, shampoo, toothpaste, bicycles, kitchenware is going to be between a slab of 5%. Okay. On cement, they have reduced the GST from 28% to 18%. So there is a reduction in GST. Small cars, motorcycles, less than 350 cc's. So that was in the news. There was a huge, you can say, uproar in the society that now the motorcycles going above 350 cc will come under the GST, higher GST slab. Okay, so that was the thing, because that was also a thing because of this particular thing was in the news. Now small cars, motorcycles less than 350 cc, AC, TV, and dishwashers will come to the 18% tax slab. Food staples, milk, paneer, roti 0%. Okay, life saving drugs and spectacles is going to be 0 to 5%. 0% is something that there is no GST. ठीक है, simple सी बात है. So it's 0% is not a specific tax slab, but yes, there is no GST. Inverted duty correction: man-made fiber, yarn, fertilizer, acid, ammonia aligned to 5%, and then revenue impact. So obviously, you see, earlier cement was in 28% slab. ठीक है. Now cement got transferred to 18% slab. So obviously some GST collection, there is going to be some reduction in GST collection. So if you see the revenue impact, then an estimated 48,000 crore shortfall they are expecting, that will be happening because of this rate structure changes. Okay? Estimation is that 48,000 crore, the you can say shortfall is going to be there in GST collection because of this GST rate structure changes. Okay? So do remember it. Earlier there was 5, 0, 12, 0, 5. Just wait. 0, 5, 12, 18, and 28% was the earlier. Now it is only and only two, that is 5% and 18%. One special rate is there, that is 40%, that is there only for sin goods and super luxury items. ठीक है? Now, so this was it. This was the only news that we were in concern with. ठीक है? And I hope that you guys must have got a clear cut idea that what is GST, what is GST Council, and what is the new tax GST rate structure that government has approved. It is going to be applicable from 25th of September 2025. Let me check it once again. Yes, from the 22nd of September 2025, it is going to be applicable. So you must be knowing each and everything about it. Okay? So this is it for this particular live session. And if you want to download this data for free of cost, then you can download it from our Ecoholics app that is available in Google Play Store. And if you have any kind of queries in regard to any paid data or paid courses that we have on our platform, or even in regards to this free data, and how to download it and where to download it. So if you have any kind of queries, you can contact on this number. You can contact on this number. Our experienced academic counselors will cater your queries and it will be resolved appropriately within a fixed time frame. So do contact us if you have any kind of queries in regards to any paid data or any free data that is available on our platform for free of cost. Then you can download it from the Ecoholics app available on Google Play Store. But before you leave, do subscribe to our channel because we will be coming up with this interesting live sessions on a daily basis now. So if you want to be in the if you want to be there with our journey, and so do subscribe to our channel, turn on the notification bell so that you can get the notification as soon as we go live with such interesting topics. Till then, have a great day ahead. Bye.